that his brand and my brand, like the crawfish boss, the daiquiri, all of the things that kind of go with it. It's just been a really great fit. But that all being said, one thing that I've totally learned is like these people, for one, excited that John and I are here because, you know, we roll up, dude. We got almost, you know, now it's more than 3 million followers between the both of us, right? So that's exciting, right? But then, Gerald's not just posting one video. He's going to post a week's worth at our restaurant. And then that juice, that energy, that excitement from us visiting, from the video work, from the people engaging with us while we're shooting, it's just awesome memories, bro. And I'm going to tell you something. When I got sick, right, because for those that don't know, I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. I've been in remission almost a year. When I got sick, one of the things that stood out to me was the aspect of, man, your health, Gerald. What does that look like? These memories that I'm creating on my page, these memories that have been created on television for the last decade are living testaments to my life and what I've poured into this community, to this state, and to people around me. And knowing that we have video, that we have these things, right? These interviews with my dad that I've done on social, these interviews that I've done with musicians on TV and restaurant owners who passed. You know, Lionel Robin was the executive chef.
Mr. Lionel.
Oh, no doubt, passed, right?
Yeah.
In a plane crash.
Yeah.
Guess what they ran at his funeral, at his celebration of life throughout his Acadiana Eats segment that we did at KLFY. What a fun way to hear somebody's voice, their memory, their space. Cool. And I've taken so much pride and passion in that, where if a restaurant maybe after we went has starting to slow down, or it's been 6 months to a year, if they can go back and look at that clip and smile, be like, man, that was a blast, and have that same juice, that even just a little bit of that same energy we gave them when we visited, bro, that's huge.
I hung out with Mr. Lionel the weekend before he died at a duck camp. Yeah. And his stories were legendary.
Oh, he's a cat, bro.
But
good dude.
First of all, like, thank you for sharing your struggle and your journey. I shouldn't say a struggle. I mean, it was a major medical setback, but you shared it with the public, and I followed along, and I'm so glad you're doing well.
Thank you, brother.
In remission.
Yep.
And
God is good, brother. There's no doubt, man.
You look amazing.
Yeah, thank you. A lot of push-ups. We're working on it. No sugar either. They tried trapping me when I walked in here. It's like, yeah, we got a little box of sweet. I'm like, man,
that's Keller's too.
It's been on my mind since I walked in.
But
no sugar's got me in a chokehold.
No more Fagos.
But I tell everyone, if that's one of my biggest sells is to come on the podcast. Yeah. Hey, give me an hour of your time, and you're going to have something that your family can listen to, an hour of me and you chopping it up for an hour that will last forever. Yeah. You know, and that's a big thing, legacy, man.
And I'm realizing as you say that, you know, if we all think we're promised, you know, getting down these steps from this studio, we all think I can get up, you know, like life can happen in an instant. Quick. And what's been so, as you know, doing what you do for a living,
that's right.
You've got so many people that, you know, think, oh, I was on my way to do this, and then boom, I got hit, or, you know, something happened. I had a stroke. I had a heart attack. My daughter had X, Y, and Z happen, and then their life changes forever. I never take that for granted. I love that I was given a certain perspective from my illness, where now I get to, you know, I've always been a stop and smell the roses type dude, but I never used to put that on people. Now, whenever I can, when the time calls for it, I make sure people know real quick how lucky they are to even be in this moment. You know what I'm saying?
Confucius says a man has 2 lives, and the second one starts when he realizes he only has one.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, no doubt.
That's some deep stuff.
There was a line, and I know we're getting towards the end. There was a line that I just saw that hit me like a ton of bricks. It said, you know, health is a crown that only sick people can see.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're healthy, I'm healthy. Like, we all think, you know, but when you're in a spot or when something's going on, I wish I was back to that, or I wish I had hit what he's got.
Right.
And I think
I wish my biggest concern was a low tire on my truck right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, absolutely.
Or having to go to this meeting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
And that's what's been so beautiful through all this. And I wanted to say this as we get towards the end. What this community means to me, what this state means to me, what my friends mean to me. I know we didn't really get into the nitty gritty with Mr. Weatherall, but I would love to come back and do something with John one day because John will talk. But, you know, is he going to fill an hour? It may be a little tough because Mr. Weatherall's not a big talker. But I will say, you know, all of the people that have helped build, you know, my life into what it is today, I am eternally grateful. But more importantly, and I shouldn't say more importantly, but something I have to say because, you know, you really hit home with, you know, you and I having the same idea about how important this is for, I'll always be able to see and hear my dad's voice or, you know, my uncle or my friend, you know, in this podcast. You know, my wife, Ariel, and I have been together since 2007. We've never broken up. She tried breaking up with me once in high school. Didn't work out. Didn't let it happen. And we've been together all gas, no breaks for 17 years. We've got a 4-year-old daughter named Adeline, a 2-year-old daughter named Charlotte. And it's funny how people will talk to me like, hey, man, you know, be sure you're taking care of your wife. Be sure you're spending time with your kid. Like, brother, it ain't even close where my priorities are. Not even close. And without those three, my mom, my dad, my immediate family, you know, but without those three, like, dude, it, you know, as soon as Ariel's like, hey, Gerald, this ain't working for me anymore, say less, bro. We'll put it away, you know. But we've done a really, really good job as a couple, kind of grinding it out together and building a beautiful lives for each other. And it's been a huge blessing, and I love those three to death.
That's amazing. I think when I look at you, I see congruence. I talk about congruence, intentional congruence. It's where everything feeds into everything. And so I find little things that I can do that feed my health bucket, my wealth bucket, and my family bucket. Yeah, you're right. Because we all have to manage. And so I see you, and I see you're so outpouring into your community because you're trying to make the community better for your family, right?
Yeah, no doubt. That's the priority, bro.
And so that you're hitting all those buckets at one, and maybe a little trip to Reds every once in a while, right?
Dude, that's what I tell my wife, bro. If we're looking at houses, man, if I can't see Reds from the roof or with the drone, I don't want it, man. It's facts. Facts. Stamp it, bro.
All right. I got one more question.
Yep.
And this is going to be...
As the production team, it's like, dude, get this dude to stop talking.
I know. Well, look, I like how I appreciate somebody in media. You're like, okay, as we wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm thinking, bro, we'll go all day on this thing. We can edit what we don't like. We're just going to keep rolling. All right. Top. Hey, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the podcast and leave us a 5-star review. It helps keep the show free, and it helps us book better guests to provide more valuable content to you. None of the opinions expressed by my guests are that of my own, and nothing we talked about creates an attorney-client relationship or could be construed as legal advice. Hope you enjoy the show.